Company, and goodness grows in North Carolina.
I'm hosting a holiday brunch this weekend, but I don't have a lot of time. Hi, I'm Chef Shirle, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really quick and easy baked eggs Florentine. This could not be any easier. We're going to take 4 slices of ham, and we're going to layer them on the bottom of a greased baking sheet. And I just sprayed that with oil. And then we're going to take some creamed spinach. Now you can make your own, but I wanted to make this really easy on myself, and so I bought pre-made creamed spinach that comes frozen, and you just need to poke a hole in the bags and then put them on a plate and microwave them for about 6 minutes. And we are just going to make a little reservoir, a little well inside of our spinach, and then we're going to crack an egg into each hole. Now check out how the egg whites have all kind of spread out over top of the spinach and ham, which is a really good thing because it's going to seal in all the juices of the ham and the spinach. And I'm just going to top this off here with some salt, pepper, and some nutmeg. And then we're going to pop this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees. The eggs are done when they're totally solid on top, like these are. And now we're going to sprinkle them with a little bit of cheese and some pimento while they're still hot. We're going to pop this back in the oven for another few minutes until this cheese is melted. Get yourself a nice piece of toast and you have a wonderful brunch meal. And that's another brunch recipe for your Carolina Cookbook. I'm Chef Shirle.
Thank you for selecting News 14 Carolina Cooking on Demand.
It's that time of year again when everyone's making resolutions to lose weight. Hi, I'm Chef Shirle, and today I'm going to show you how to make a great low-calorie soup that you can eat all you want. I already got started and added in onions, celery, garlic, and carrots. And we're going to saute this for about 5 minutes until they're fork tender. Our vegetables are ready for our seasonings and our broth. And to that we're adding in salt, pepper, oregano, basil, and then we're going to add in our chicken broth. And we're going to let this come back to a boil. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. While that's coming to a boil, I'm going to show you how to make a really simple, low-calorie dessert. We're going to take some graham cracker crumbs. We're going to put maybe a tablespoon and a half in here. Then we're going to take some of our yogurt, put that in there, and then we're going to top it off with some berries. And keep layering this. So we're putting berries, and then we're going to put some more yogurt, just to kind of mix it in there. And then top it off with some more of our crumbs and our berries. And this you can enjoy anytime guilt-free. Our broth has come to a boil, and to this we're going to add in some tomato sauce, stir that up, and then we're going to add in our shredded coleslaw, which is in angel hair form. This stuff is great because it adds a lot of body to the soup. And then green beans and zucchini. And I'm using these very light vegetables because this way there's no extra calories included into it. So if you use potatoes or corn, you're going to add more calories into this, and we're trying not to do that. We're going to put a lid on this and cook it for about 10 minutes. So in 25 minutes, we have a 0-point soup and a 3-point dessert. So if you're following Weight Watchers, these are great recipes to add to your Carolina Cookbook. I'm Chef Shirle. Try them today.
Carolina.
Super Bowl 40 is in the record books, and the guys from the Steel City came out on top. But if you're left wondering what to do with all of those party leftovers, Chef Shirle has some ideas. She joins us now with those ideas. And I know last night probably a lot of people ate a lot of dips and chips and all sorts of things.
I did.
Yeah, as did I. What do you do today now with all that stuff?
I would say if you have like the dips left over, like bean dip, where I was, we had guacamole dip, and we had an artichoke, like a hot artichoke dip. Those would be awesome on top of chicken.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, and just put them on top of chicken, maybe some cheese on there, and bake them. Anything goes great in a burrito. Yeah. So, you know, put that in a burrito. Tacos, chili, if you have leftover chili, that would be great in tacos. Or, you know, adding some hot dogs to that for the kids or something.
And a lot of people had those veggie trays with the carrots and the celery.
Yes.
What if you have those left over?
Stir fries, soups, you know, really easy to make soups out of all that leftover vegetable, you know, stuff. Stir fries are really easy too.
Of course.
Just
some of the stuff people might leave out overnight, or if it's been left out too long.
Yeah,
You probably shouldn't use them.
Yeah, I would say if they were sitting out for like 4 hours or something, especially anything mayonnaise based or egg based or sour cream, anything like that, get rid of that. Don't keep it. But if it didn't, if it was like bean based or anything like that, I would say you could reuse that.
Yeah.
And use it in some creative way.
And now that the Super Bowl's over, I guess the next big thing people might cook for is Valentine's Day. Of course, a lot of people tend to buy the chocolates and things like that, but you have some ideas that cook at home.
The Saturday before Valentine's, I'm going to be on showing some great recipes, appetizer, an entree, and a dessert that's really, really easy to make. So it's, instead of buying the chocolate and the flowers and, the normal thing, why not make your loved ones, a great meal? There's a lot of food that deals with romance. Strawberries, of course, oysters are another, avocado is technically another one.
And of course the roses and the chocolates, that can get pretty pricey, so I imagine you could probably do that on a budget as well.
Yeah, I mean, you could go to the grocery store, get some nice lobsters, pretty inexpensively compared to a restaurant, and make some gourmet meal, on a Tuesday night. Why not?
And of course we'll learn more about that this Saturday coming up. Chef Shirle, thanks so much for the idea.
You're welcome. Valentine's is this Tuesday, so toss aside the flowers and the chocolate. Hi, I'm Chef Shirle, and I'm going to show you 3 great recipes to win over the heart of the one you love. To get started on our romantic dinner, I already have some artichokes in here because we're going to make a luscious baked artichoke and crab dip. So to that, we're going to add in scallions, then we're going to add in some roasted red pepper, add a little bit of red to it, add some jalapeno, which is going to give it a little bit of fire, our Parmesan cheese, and some Old Bay and Worcestershire, and we're going to mix in some mayonnaise into this. Give this all a really good stir, and then we're going to add in our crab. Now I've already gone through this crab meat to make sure all the shells were out of it, and we're going to gently fold this in, and then we're going to transfer it to a glass baking dish that's been sprayed with some oil, top it off with some toasted almonds, and pop this in the oven for about 20 minutes at 375. While our appetizer is baking in the oven, we're going to get started on our strawberry sauce. We're going to take frozen strawberries, put them in our food processor, put a tablespoon of fresh ginger and a little bit of rum to spice things up, put the lid on this, and then we're going to puree it until it's smooth. Next, we're going to move over to the stove, and I have some butter that I've melted, and we're going to add in about a tablespoon of flour. Mix this in, and then we're going to add in our strawberry puree, and we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. It's going to thicken up, and this is going to be wonderful over our salmon that we're having. To finish off our romantic dinner, we're going to make our dessert, which is chocolate hazelnut truffles. And I am adding in bittersweet chocolate to my food processor, and then we're going to pulverize this until it's finely ground. Next, we're going to add in our almond paste and give that a mix. Next, we're going to add in a tablespoon of steaming hot coffee, and we're going to add in our almond liqueur or hazelnut liqueur. I'm finishing these off by rolling them into 8 balls, and then I'm going to put them in hazelnut and roll them around like this. And then we're going to put them on a plate, dust them with some cocoa powder, and put them in the fridge to chill until we're ready to eat them. This is the perfect meal for Valentine's Day. We have artichoke hearts for your heart, chocolate for your passion, and strawberries for the color of love. And I'm Chef Shirle. Try it today, and don't forget to kiss the cook. Are you fighting the flu right now? February is normally the height of flu season. Hi, I'm Chef Shirle, and I'm going to show you how to make 2 chicken soups, one being a basic chicken noodle soup and the other being a hearty chicken, barley, and mushroom soup. Just to show you how easy it is to make these 2 recipes, we're going to make them at the same time. We're going to start off by melting our butter in our pan, and then we're going to saute up basically the same things, carrots and mushrooms for our mushroom barley, and then we're going to do carrots and celery for our basic chicken noodle. And you want to just cook these up until they are softened and sweat it out. One difference between the soups is that I'm going to add flour to the chicken noodle, and this is going to make it a little bit creamy, and you want to just add that to your sauteed vegetables and let this cook a little bit, and it's going to act like a thickening agent and kind of make it a little bit more creamy and soothing to your sick body. The next thing we want to do is add in our chicken broth, and I'm adding about 4 cups of chicken broth to each of these pots, and then we're going to add in water, and we're going to bring this both up to a boil. When your broth comes to a boil, then it's time to add in the chicken and the noodles and the barley. So we're going to start off with our chicken noodle, and we're going to add in our cubed chunks of chicken, and then we're going to add in our noodles. I'm using whole wheat egg noodles just to give it a little bit more vitamins and protein and whatnot. We're going to add that in, and then on our mushroom, we're going to add in quick cooked barley and our chicken, and again adding in the cubes. Then we're going to season this with salt and pepper and let this cook until the barley is soft and the noodles are done. The soups have been cooking for about 10 minutes, so the noodles are totally done and the barley's totally done. And now we're going to add in some parsley, and this has some medicinal properties to it. And also to the barley one, we're going to add in some Parmesan cheese. And we're going to give that a stir, and these are ready to be served. So if you're feeling under the weather, these are 2 great recipes to add to your Carolina cookbook. I'm Chef Shirle. Try them today.